Standing here atop Caldwell, Idaho, where I now live, in the Canyon Hill Cemetery. Now, this is an overlook, this right behind me here, over to the Boise River, and I'll kind of get some pictures there. This is where the Oregon Trail came right through. This place is high up enough that they sought to avoid it because bringing the wagons way up here and then back down was hard to do. So what you're seeing behind me is the bend in the river where the Oregon Trail would be forded. This is where it was relatively shallow enough to get the wagons and the livestock across. This is right where the Oregon Trail ran. If you go down into that valley down there, and it's kind of off limits right now, and probably will be for a while, it's not a public park or anything like that. That's where you're going to find wagon tracks, and you will see them down there as they kind of protrude out of some of the desert floor. One of the things that I knew when I was coming to Caldwell was that we were moving back into a desert featured land, and I didn't know how to feel about that. I lived in Southern California for a long time, 45 years, and give or take, and I didn't love the heat, and it is hot here. It's going to be a hot one today, although I right now have cloud cover to keep me safe. But Seamus and I came here because this tells a little bit more of the Oregon Trail story, and I didn't want on the 4th of July to have an American history that was so brutal, like the Ward family story from the Oregon Trail, which is a significant story and part of the Western history of the United States. It just goes without saying. That happened, by the way, off in the distance. You can't see with my little camera here, but off that way. Wagons would have come around this way and then would have found the river right down there below them. And then they would have forded the river right about here. This is where they landed across. In 1861, right around the bend of that river, was a place called the Curtis Cabin. And that was where the Curtis family set up a cabin in 1861. Just a place for them to live. That cabin is now still available for viewing, but it's not there anymore. It's at the Caldwell Memorial Park down in downtown Caldwell. We're about 4.5 miles from where I live, along the Oregon Trail. When you come up here to the Canyon Hill Cemetery, what you'll find here is not only obviously the graves of friends and family of so many people here, but you'll also find this history. You'll also find a little private bench area that has QR codes on that stone over there. And that tells us a little bit of the history of Caldwell and how the Oregon Trail ran through. From the 1840s, 1844 onward, this place saw thousands of wagon trains every week and really every day. Some 240,000 wagons came across this area and on west, directly out west to Oregon, and then either south to California or north to Washington, wherever they all went, or some stayed right there in Oregon. It's a history that I'm going to learn more about and I think is worth talking about, and so I'm going to talk about it. I hope you'll join me. Thanks, and happy 4th of July. Happy 250th anniversary of the United States of America. A real milestone that would never have happened without the Oregon Trail.